Right. So, as part of our machine learning, in connect to that PyTorch, in the last session we have discussed about the high-level workflow about PyTorch. At the same time, we have discussed even about what are the different ecosystem tools are we using all that. In today, I am going to discuss about what are the different packages as well as the kind of modules which are there in PyTorch, because this is all something essentially required as part of machine learning developer role, right? So as I want to become a machine learning engineer, this is something useful for us to learn and understand about what are the different packages and modules we have. So these are the different packages and modules you can see as far as the torch is concerned, which is majorly a PyTorch main package, which is a tensor library, I can say, because even as part of our machine learning, we use TensorFlow as well, right? So different tools like TensorFlow, everything will be used. So this will be used as a TensorFlow library. This is first one. Second one about the AutoGrad. So this is something useful for us to provide automatic differentiation for all the operations on tensor, right? So when we are working on tensor, so if you want to provide any automatic differentiation of all the operators, because multiple operators we are using, so differentiating these is essentially required and essentially needed in this regard. So providing an automatic differentiation for all the operations and all, this AutoGrad is being used. Next one about NN, which majorly provide the kind of classes which are necessary for building any neural networks. Next, Optim is the one which is majorly useful for us to provide an optimization method, something like SGDs, right? So ADAM, all that. One more package and as well as libraries are we using, methods we are using, modules and all is called details. This is majorly provide classes for data processing, something like data sets, data loaders, all that. Next, when it comes to the NN itself is concerned, we have two different modules. One is about NN module and second is NN.functional. So NN module majorly a container, which all the models like whatever we wants to inherit from the tracking of trainable parameters for every purposes and all. Generally, this NN module is something which normally we will be using because the kind of layers within the trainable parameters should inherit from that because of the tracking of inherit parameters, everything. Next one about the NN functional, right? So these are all the functional interfaces which has an operations for building neural networks and all. So that if you want to address any kind of loss and activation of functions, everything can be used .nn.functional. Next one about the torch vision, which majorly provides us about the popular data sets and transform models for computer vision if you want to perform any image libraries or something. So this torch vision is something which is useful. So these are the different libraries and as well as the modules which we'll be using as part of PyTorch. This is what something one to be known with, right? So these are the different packages and modules we use in PyTorch as far as the developer role itself is concerned or machine learning engineer. This is what something one must be good with. Uh, right. So this and tomorrow I'm going to discuss about the Optim part, right? So Optim, right? So how this installation we do, right? So how this packages and models are we using, right? So how this packages functions works that I'm going to discuss in tomorrow's session.